Hey, Danny.
Mr. Anderson, I see a new store in beautiful Denison, Texas. This
Yes.
landlord name is Satan, spelled funny, Satnam. Wait a minute, I have a button for that. Hello. No, that's not the right one. Hello. My name is Satnam. All right. The for lease sign right on the door, and his name's not on it, but you reversed it and found the name, right?
Yes, right.
Got it. Got it. All right. Couldn't be easier. This guy's trying to lease some space, so he's going to answer his phone. Here we go. Stand by.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and...
No es posible realizar la llamada tal y como se marcó el número. Favor.
I think I got a crossed line. Let me try again.
Hello?
Mr. Kang,
Yes.
my name's Danny. I'm looking at leasing some space here in...
Danny son?
Denison, Texas. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I see your number on a
Place
sign.
Yes, sir.
Is
Look
this-
at now.
Is this your building, or do you work for the landlord?
No, I'm a landlord.
Very nice. My interest is in leasing 2601, the laundromat space. That's the spot that I'm interested in leasing. I've been doing laundries for about 20 years. You don't operate the laundromat, correct? You have a tenant in there?
Yeah, we do. Yes, sir.
You run it, you operate it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Danny, my name's Danny. Danny. At the end of the day, I deal with a lot of landlords who also operate the laundries. And look, I'm interested in leasing it from you either way, putting some new equipment in there and becoming a tenant. And, frankly, if it's doing well, making money, if you're happy with it, you should keep it. But if it's become a little bit more work than is worth the money, you know what I mean, maybe it's time to lease it. You've probably got distributors coming in there telling you need to buy new equipment, explaining, how much it's going to cost. So I know that you understand that. Without new equipment, it's never going to increase in profit. But I don't know if a reasonable and commensurate rate of rent can be reached.
What time you open, sir? What business and you own the lease building?
I'm only interested in the laundromat space.
I understand. And what type you open business?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand the question.
No, you open to laundry business or type you open business?
Yeah, I own 36 coin laundromats. Yes, that's what I do, laundromats. I'm not a distributor. I don't sell equipment. I run laundries. I've got laundromats in Texas, Arizona, New Mexico.
Okay.
So I'm interested in leasing that space if we can come to an agreement and letting you walk away from running the business.
You want where are you now this time?
Where am I? I'm in Denison.
Okay. Okay. Do you want to go in the laundromat? I'll be there 25 minutes.
No. I have a flight today, but there's no reason to meet in person. I think that your English is impeccable. I just want to know what you would like to lease the space for. On a 15-year term, I want to make sure that we're even close prior to meeting. We can certainly meet and shake hands and talk lease terms, but what would you want to collect?
Be two option. You want to lease my machine or what's going on?
No, I don't. Your machines are frankly worthless to me because I need new equipment. I'm not interested in leasing the machines. I'm interested in renting the space.
Okay. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we have then not all little bit work on a machine. The machine not that old, okay, and we work better we on the sit on the table. Be like on the phone. This is hard to say, Mr. Danny.
No, I understand. You can have the equipment. As soon as I retool it, it's all yours. You're kidding yourself when you're telling me that the equipment's not that old, et cetera, so on. You know what you're earning. I look at this laundromat. I know what you're earning. You've got the doors open. You don't have air conditioning running. It's Texas. It's hot. You're not really serving the customer. If you go 3 blocks away, one of my stores is packed on a Sunday. There's no one coming in here. So if you want the equipment, you can have it, but it doesn't have any value to me.
No, okay. I'm thinking about something that point. And make you time next trip or whatever. We sit on the talk on the table. We both very well to go.
Okay, I just need to know what you want to collect in rent for the next 15 years. That's all I need to know.
Oh, I see. We give to first year $1,000 rent, and the next year $1,500. 2 auction. You build up a business, then we raise up.
Well, I have no intention of giving it a try. I'm going to be spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on equipment almost immediately.
Yes, sir. No, I think yes, sir. We give you chance, build up your business. You go 15 years, 20 years, that's your choice.
Okay, but I need a 15-year term. I'm not going to sign for 2 years.
No, I'm not saying you, sir, 2 years. You go 15 years or 20 years, that's your option, no problem. And we give to first year, we give to discount, you build up your business you own.
Sure. What is this? What's the square footage there?
19 square feet. The 3, they both room, one room, laundry, whole place. They're almost 2,000 feet.
Okay, 1,900, almost 2,000.
Yes, sir.
On a 15-year term, I'm going to need some abatement. I'm going to need some free rent. What type of free rent can you offer me?
We give to that too, the third number. We give to 3 months, 90 day starting.
All right. I would need, obviously, I'm going to put this in writing. I would need time. That 90 days would come post retool because I can't even get the equipment ordered in 90 days. And look, I have to say, I understand it is, you feel that there's a language barrier. I don't. I think that we understand each other very well. But I want to get off the table. The equipment that is in there, once we retool, you can have it. It's yours. I'm not going to scrap it or throw it away. I'm going to give it to you. Yes?
Yeah, right. And we have a lot of comment, I need to, that's why I'm saying, we talk to on the table, a lot of things, better deal. You have, what time you next trip, you back Texas?
Well, again, I want to make sure that we are, my partner is going to be able to meet with you most certainly, but, at the end of the day, we need to understand the terms. We're starting, you want to collect what month 4. What are you collecting the first year? Repeat that again.
Rent.
Correct.
Okay. You give me $1,000 1 year. That's okay. I'm going to start your business.
All right. So the first year is $1,000 a month.
Yes, sir.
And we do 3% increases yearly over 15 years.
Yes. Then we go 1,500 second year. Whatever you, and then after 5 year, 10 to 8% raise up, like economy deal.
Okay. Well, we're going from 1,000 to 1,500 year 2. I'm not going to keep adding $500 a year on year.
No, one time.
Okay. So year 3, we add 3%.
Yes.
All the way through year 15.
15, right. Every year tax go up, insurance go up. You know that.
Sure, of course, I understand. What I'm going to do is put this in writing, as obviously this is just a voice on a telephone. My name is Danny D'Angelo. Okay. My partner is Mr. Anderson. And what we're going to do is email you this letter of intent, and I'm only going to outline the things that we have discussed here. Are you looking to put any money? And let me ask you this. Does this space have air conditioning?
Yes, they have. Yes, sir.
Okay, because you don't operate it there. It looks like it does have AC on the roof. I'm going to need that air conditioning warranted for the first 5 years.
Okay.
Okay. I'll put that in writing.
Yeah, the air conditioner working, heat and air conditioner, they both of them.
Okay, good. Well, again, it's the middle of the summer, and we were there on the weekend, and we noticed that you don't run the air conditioning. Let me put this in writing. Verify your what's your best email address, Mr. Kang? All right, let me repeat that and make sure that I have it correct. You stop me if I'm wrong. Okay, I got it the first time through. Nicely done. Give me.
Thank you.
Give me 24 hours to put together this letter of intent. And again, we're not a large corporation or a multinational company. I'm not a distributor or a salesman. We just want to become your tenant.
Okay.
Excellent. All right, this is my cell phone number, the number that you're looking at, and I'll CC my partner in the email, and we're excited to do business with you. If anything comes up, you let me know or you call me on this number.
I have another one here. You go that year done, we give you another business here, Sherman.
Well, what's the address? This is another laundromat, you mean?
Yes, sir.
What's the address there? All right, I got the street number. Say that address one more time, sorry. Yeah, I got the street number. What's the street name?
I'm doing that text message.
Oh, good. Okay. What's the zip code there? Okay, good. I should be able to find it. And that's your building as well?
Yeah, that's my building. Yes, sir. We have over there car wash and laundromat.
And you're willing to lease the laundry?
No, I lease. and laundromat.
Well, I don't do car washes. That's a completely different business. Some people will try to tell you it's the same thing, but it's not.
Right. Too much competition. The car wash and the laundromat, too much a different story.
Yeah, trust me, I know that. Just because something gets cleaned, it doesn't mean it's the same business. I don't do dry cleaners either. Good. Well, we're gonna go. We're gonna go by there and have a. We're gonna go by there and have a look at it, and we will certainly let you know. Maybe we'll do a double lease. Do you know what the square footage is on that store? Oh, good. Okay. So it's a larger.
More bigger. Yeah, larger.
Excellent.
We have 36 machine, 29 dryer over there.
Okay. We'll go by and have a look. Mr. Kang, I consider you a friend. I'm glad we talked. Let me put together the letter of intent, and also I will go by and look at the other store and see what we can see. It's operating right now. It's open to the public.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, let me call you back. I'll let you know what I think about the other location as well.
We going that location. Be there 15 minutes.
All right. Well, that's fine. We don't need to meet at this point. Save my number in your phone. Danny, D-A-N-N-Y.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it, Danny.
Of course. Bye-bye. Well, Jim, deep breath here. We are live on the YouTube machine. And I think, you know, just to talk about the way that this works, you and I have been calling and leaving absolute tons of messages, right? And it's a bit frustrating. And I know that you have been in a position where you're asking me, well, how do we do this differently? How do we get better numbers? How do we make sure that someone calls us back, et cetera, so on? And then today you find a guy. How did you locate this actual store?
It was from driving around. What happened is actually my wife saw it because she dropped our car off to be serviced, and was when the guy was giving her a ride home, she happened to see it because she wasn't driving. She was just looking, and we've often gone out together scouting, and she will try to see the ones that I can't see because I'm driving, and this one was well hidden. I had driven that neighborhood before, and it was hidden back in the corner, and the sign is so small on that thing you couldn't tell it was a laundromat. Well, she happened to catch it and then asked me if I had seen that one.
Yeah, the sign looks like it's about 12 inches high.
Yeah.
If that. And a nice steel and brick building with all of the connections and all of the gas, water, electric that we need, but very, very old equipment. So that's great. And then look, let's talk about the call. First and foremost, why do you think he wanted to meet in person?
I guess he just thinks that he wants to show us the laundromat and sell it to us, to lease it.
No, and this is not speculation on my part. It's really my history with foreign language speakers, right? His first language is not English. And for folks like that, they always want to meet so that they can not size you up necessarily, and it's not really a cultural thing. It's that they don't feel that they have a good command of the language. So they want to be able to sort of read lips, read your body language, and make sure that everything is understood. Does that make sense?
Yes, that does.
And again, I'm judging this from my vast experience with these folks. And that's why I say, hey, your English is exceptional. I'm sort of putting him not on his heels, but giving him props to say, no, I understand everything you're saying, which I got about 99% of it. And if I don't understand something, I just ask him to repeat it. So this is the proof in the pudding that precisely what we do, go out and physically scout locations. I'm not going to hurt the guy's feelings, right? You didn't know he was the operator, correct?
Yeah, I couldn't tell for sure.
Right. So I never, and I used to, but now I don't. I don't call up and say, hey, this place is a total and it's a goddamn motherfucker, right? Because I have done that in the past. I'll attack the location and they slam the phone down. Hey, this is my family business. A woman, I'll never forget, she told me, she said, this is my family business. Have a great day, and just hung up. So you can't do that. You have to say, hey, it could use some work. He actually said, and you've got to be Johnny on the spot with the notes, just do bullet points, right? What the guy actually says. He said, if I remember correctly, the machines are not that old. Well, okay, I'm not going to argue with him. In his mind, he'll say, well, I just bought those. Okay, you just bought them, but when you bought them, they were 10 years old. Or you just replaced them, it feels like, but if you look at the receipt, oh, gee, I replaced them a decade ago. You know what I mean? And also, this store is full of top loaders. So we are not going to replace top loaders with new top loaders. We're going to get rid of every single one of them and put in front. He's got one front loader on the end and front loaders in the back. And it's just the store layout. Yeah, the tumblers will all end up being fine, but he's not spending the money. And the point is, what he'll never understand, someone can't come in here and do laundry on a Sunday because there's not enough equipment to do it efficiently. So they won't come back. It's going to be a bit of a slog. I want you to go back in there now and take a very, very close look at everything. Of course, here's the point. How much is he making now? What's he earning monthly in this store?
Yeah, I would say he's making practically nothing because nobody was in that store when I went there.
Right.
And didn't look like anybody had been in there for a while.
Well, then why would you want to take it over? Because you're not buying it. You're not building it. And I'll tell you what he's earning, somewhere south of $1,000 a month, because he's charging you 50 cents a square foot. And that is likely not commensurate for a dollar store or a national chain or a laundromat. It's far below that. But this gentleman sounds like he's a bit older. He owns the building likely outright. And I offer 3% increase. He says, well, $1,000 year one with 3 months abatement. And I know that he didn't really understand what post-retool means. But when we put it in writing, he can hand that to his nephew or his grandson or his lawyer. Hopefully his grandson is his lawyer. And he can understand precisely what everything means, what we need. He got a phone call that was a cold call out of the blue, live on YouTube, which he's not aware of, but these people will never really understand that. And then he says, I've got another laundromat. So you're going to go scout that location, see what we can see there. And I've got a guy in Illinois signing a lease for 2 stores right now that we've been, I think that some of his content has been on the YouTubeinator. And now we've got you in Texas. And, you know, I get these emails. I just got one this morning. Hey, I heard you on the phone with a guy in Texas. Am I going to be able to do this in Dallas? It's like, oh, my God. Go out and look, please. Get a silly course. Go out and look. If every single laundromat is brand new, shiny white walls and new equipment with a giant photograph of Danny D'Angelo's face on the wall that says, thank you for all your help, then you shouldn't even get involved. But if you find shithole after shithole, which is what people are doing, look, I'm not looking to be famous. I'm not looking to clickbait, except for, you know, this particular, you'll make $1 million a day. I think I did something funny here just to get people's attention. Tell me this. What's the most frustrating part about doing this with me?
We just made so many calls and nobody answered.
Right. Wow, you're really selling that, Jim. You sound upset.
It really. Well, you know, I was my wife was beginning to wonder, is this ever going to have any fruit? Because we're not getting anywhere, and we're not talking to hardly anybody. I mean, we think we had 2 people answer the phone since I started back in January. And,
understood. And the reason I asked that, you're not going to get a lot of fake gurus on the phone doing lives. Number one, no one does but me. Number two, asking someone like you, I should be jumping for joy. I should have a button that sounds like trumpets. And, at the end of the day, everything's rainbows. But please understand, if you find me a location in Central Texas with a landlord that owns 4 suites, right? One's a laundromat, one's a nail salon, one's a national chain, one's, let's say, a dollar store, and they're all full. You do research or even find a sign in the common area that says ABC Management Company or Don Ho, the landlord. You know who that is, famous Hawaiian guy. And we call the number again and again. Why does he have to answer? He's got his suites full, and that's the only building he owns. I don't know the condition or the parameters of this guy's life. I don't know what's going on with him, her, they, them. I don't know. I can't speak for it. We are not calling, trying to buy. And there are others that say, my God, I've been trying to get a hold of this broker who's selling this laundromat for months. They don't answer their phones. This particular gentleman has a for lease sign. He's an intelligent guy. God bless him. I don't speak 2 languages as well as he does. That's for sure. I don't know about you, but I have the utmost respect. Comes to this country, buys properties, plural. And I think he had a liking for laundromats, because you don't end up with 2 laundromats in 2 of your buildings unless you're actually looking to own laundromats. And he's realized it's not all pie in the sky. These places aren't making money. And we're not, you need to go check out the other one. It's probably the same thing. This store isn't a bad store because it's 3rd row behind a tree with a small sign. That's not why it's a bad store. Everyone that lives in nearby apartments knows exactly where that laundromat is. You know that. They do. Everyone that moves into an apartment or a condo or a place or a trailer park, hey, where's the nearest laundry? Oh, it's over here, but don't go there. That place is a shithole. It has a bunch of top loaders that don't work. If you go in there on a weekend, you won't get anything done. Go here. So we need to change that. That's all. And a big sign isn't going to change it. It'll bring people, something that lights up at night, that really helps. This guy never drove by there and thought, oh, I'll bring more people, because if more people come, they will end up leaving because the equipment is not good. This is a simple thing. Pay attention to this. Get a silly course, scout stores, call landlords. I know it's frustrating, and I've heard you say it before. That's why I bring it up. When I'm on the phone with you, a typical week, we make 2 calls, we're on the phone for 30 seconds. Your wife says, I don't know if this is ever going to bear any fruit. At least she's not saying Danny's a piece of shit. Because I hear that from folks, right? I can't be on the phone with you kibitzing or bullshitting or talking about your day. I need to get on to the next client, frankly. And I love it. I'm happy to talk. I'm never, ever going to get on a phone with a gentleman like Mr. Kang and say, hey, I'm in a rush, I got to go. No, this is the fruit that is going to be born for you, your wife, your kids, your grandkids. 2 stores, can you handle it? Yeah, of course. Absolutely. I guarantee you'll go to that other one. It'll be in the same scenario. No lit sign, no this, no that, no the other. And you've got some work to do, right? Slap the wife, tell her I said hello. And, the funny thing is, you've scouted this neighborhood and could never see this store. That's the way it is, man. You got to drive around and around concentric circles, FBI grid pattern search, until you find that store. You've got work to do. Part of that is answering some of these people's shizzy here on the YouTubeinator with me. And then the other part will be I'm going to email you as soon as we hang up the letter of intent, and you'll go through it. So we go from day one, hey, we might have made 2 phone calls, left 2 messages, might have got voicemail systems and not talked to anybody, but instead two locations that could end up being, I'm a realist, right? All right, Joshua says, Danny, good to hear you teaching us more. Thank you, buddy. Frank says, go get him, Danny. And then he has a foam finger, number one. I don't know how you guys do this shit. I'm not a kid, so I don't get it. Wade says, always nice when landlord or agent answers the phone. It sure is. Wade and I are working together. Mr. Patra, hey, Danny, what's up? What's up from India, of course. What is the interest rate on the equipment that you get financed by the manufacturer? 0 to start. Every manufacturer should be able to provide you the tools that you need to actually succeed. Otherwise, they will be repossessing that equipment. Does that make sense? Of course it does. And our friend Jim is about to go through that if either or both of these stores become his. Guys, realize what just happened here live. We went from a cold call to a gentleman that said, I don't understand what you want to do. My equipment's good. Do you want to buy the store? To a guy that said, yeah, you know what? Let's do a term that's 50 cents a month. Okay. I'm not going to argue with him. I'm not going to beat him up. I'm going to tell him what we need because I know the heartbreak of a laundromat that can't make money. This store is going to be a schlog. The other store is going to be a schlog. That's Yiddish. Your feet are stuck in the mud, right? It's going to take time, energy, effort, and other people's money. You think billionaires put their own money into a project? God, no. Why are you different? You're not. Wait, a car wash is an outdoor laundromat. You can clean your clothes while on top of your car and just dry it driving home afterwards. Come on, Danny. I like that, Wade. That's pretty funny. I'm just seeing that image as some horrible Saturday Night Live skit. Mr. Patra, do you need it? Now, all of a sudden, Mr. Patra in India is all excited about asking specific questions after being on this channel for months. Do you need to be an American citizen to sign the lease or get equipment financed by the manufacturer? No. Now, here's the caveat. You should need to be, absolutely, 100%. But there are tons of even landlords that I talk to that we find out later. Again, in my experience, they're not citizens. Are you going to be able to do this in downtown Beverly Hills? Probably not, but there aren't any laundromats there either. Do I recommend you do it? No. I don't want to hear it. If you're thinking of moving to Dallas, Texas, and signing a long-term lease without citizenship, that doesn't really make sense to me. Can you do it? The answer is yes, because I know it is being done currently. You think this gentleman's going to ask Jim for his financials? No way. In my experience, again, 90+% of landlords don't. It's a shame because Jim's got everything he needs, but he's not going to ask. Again, Mr. Patra, when you get the washers and dryers financed by the manufacturers, do they ask for finances? Bro, look, why don't you just tell me you're broke, you're not a citizen, you live in India, you want to know if you can come to America and do a laundromat. It's up to you. Do all the other things that are necessary to legally get here first. And by the way, you need to look into E2 immigration status, my friend. All right? You're asking all these preposterous questions that are, by the way, answered in my course. And I'm only picking on him because I know that he's been on this channel for months. And now suddenly there's a spark of, hey, maybe this is a real thing, which it is. Marcus, I'm a bit late, but what's up, Danny? Well, hello, Marcus. Max says hello. Probably going to ask where Shelly is. Hey, Danny, I was out scouting last week. I walked into a laundromat and it smelled like sewage. Does that mean they're not cleaning out the lint trap? Yes, that is what it means. And it also is an indication of failure, and it tells us that they don't know how to simply fix that. They'll talk about how someone put a sock in the washer. Okay, that's what we do. We wash our fucking socks. James Carroll says, James here. I figured, James. I mean, that's your YouTube name. Noah, after A24 would be amazing. Status for Danny and Jim. A twofer, I get it. F-E-R, that is. Vanessa says, hi, late to the party. Hi. Jim, what else you want to say?
Well, one lesson I learned from this when I'm driving around, when I see a shopping center, no matter how small it is, a gas station, I need to drive into that lot and make sure there's not a laundromat there.
Pretty much.
I drove by this place 2 or 3 times and did not see that laundromat.
It's a gem. I can almost guarantee the other one's in the same status. Also, I would guess that this gentleman probably built these places. He absolutely never knew if he buys a $500 neon sign, and I mean $100 a piece for 5 letters, Laundry, that's 7. If he did that, and he put that in the windows, and he plugged those bastards in, people would be driving by at night and say, oh, there's a laundry over there. But he never did.
Yeah, right.
I see it again and again. It's complacency. It's the fact that, oh, gee whiz, this place is making what it makes. I said to him on a cold call with a huge language barrier, I don't know what you earn there, but sir, we want to give you a rent check. And he said, not only yes, not only 50 cents a square foot, but hey, why don't you go check out my other location that I would love to rent to you. So go check that one out, take tons of pictures. Be careful, because it sounds like he's making the rounds today, right? What is it, Monday? What's today? Tuesday. So he's running around collecting coin.
Yeah. Not that he has a lot to collect.
Right, right. It's a sad travesty. It truly is. I hate seeing stores like this. And sadly, ironically, I have my fingers in the pie of more laundromats than anyone on planet Earth. I know that. I don't care if you're an 80-year distributor. I'm seeing stores all over the world because my clients are emailing me photos, sending me information, showing me the payphone that's on the wall, and I can smell it. But this is what we do. This guy doesn't think you'll be successful. He said 3 times, I want you to do good business, right? You've got to go back to the YouTube and go through it and put the bullet points in there, what he said, not what I said, but what he said. There's no other way. You think if I emailed this guy, or like others say, send him a letter? Send him a letter as the operator that you want to buy his laundry. Sure, he'll sell it to you, $50,000, $100,000, right? Of course he would.
Yeah.
Now you're fucked, because this guy's going to say, give me $20,000 down. He sounds like a nice guy. He understands it's not making money. But he tried to dick us for a minute, didn't he? The equipment's not that old.
Right.
You can have it, bud. It's not about the age of the equipment. It's about the fact that you're I mean, I'm so excited because you're going to change everything about this store. And your goal is profit, that word, profit.
Right.
Simple. All right, I'm sending you the LOI. Go look at the other store. Take all the pictures, plug them into the document. Big time, congratulations. And you know, this is a 40-minute long telephone call versus 40 seconds to leave a message for someone that doesn't call us back. I know it's frustrating. And what I hear, you know, I got a lot of gregarious clients that talk a lot or say, hey man, love you, talk to you next week. Call me in 2 weeks. Here's what's going to happen next. But then I've got, now you and I are in this mix with this guy. It might be every day. It might be every other day. That's what I'm in flux with clients who are doing that. I don't care more or less for them. I don't care more or less for the YouTube client versus me sitting in my underwear or by the pool making the calls or in Mexico at my condo. It's not that. I have to be expedient with the folks. And what if some of those numbers you gave me were wrong, right? Explain that to the wife. What if those numbers were wrong? I wouldn't know.
Right.
Please leave a message for beep. Is that Bob the landlord? Or is it a 12-year-old girl that got a phone for Christmas? I don't know. Consider the source. How'd you get the number? That's why I'm pounding on my desk saying, please vet the numbers, make sure they're correct so that we don't waste our time together. Proud of you. You're doing it. And again, let this be a lesson to folks that are frustrated, that are saying, oh my goodness, my turn's next. Okay, good. If you do the work, and there's tons of work, I'm not a bullshitter. Write a letter campaign and say, I want to buy your laundromat. You never even would have found this guy. You didn't even know he was the operator. Maybe he's not on paperwork anywhere as he's the guy paying the gas bill. Now, I've had cops, people who work for public works, private investigators as clients who nail the number every time. Doesn't mean they're going to answer. I'm not telling you to go hire somebody. The preponderance of landlords are simply that. They are lords of the land who want to collect rent. This guy knows that this laundromat is not in a configuration that can earn. He's not making $1,000 a month. He's not allocating rent to himself. I'm not going to argue with him. When someone offers me 50 cents a square foot, half of where we need to be, I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to pay $1,500 year 2, $1,700 year 3, 3% increases.
Yeah.
All right, Jim, I got shit to do. Congrats.
Okay. All right.
Say hi to your wife.
Appreciate it.
Bye.
Okay.
Now that Jim's gone, when I was in Mexico, I'm sitting at our dinner table with a laptop and my earpiece in, and I want to say I had a dozen brilliant cold calls. And I'm seeing Shelly and the girls out in the Sea of Cortez. I'm realizing that my cockles are warmed because I can go, I can be there in 4 hours. I get in the car, the way I drive, 3.5. I own the penthouse outright. That house is ours outright for moves that I made earlier. I'm not paying a mortgage. And I'm happy to be on the phone with you guys. It might be a 30-second message that's being left. It might be a 30-minute conversation. I had so many great calls. Shelly comes in. It's time to go get some burritos, some street food, a couple of cervezas. And guess what? I said, I had like a dozen great calls. Oh, too bad. You know, you don't set up a GoPro or do whatever else. Imagine that. You guys are watching a YouTube channel. This is real shit. Real live shit. I love when we make a short and someone makes a comment, fake. I go, yeah, really? I just hire these people. Yeah. Unbelievable. Please keep watching. Please. I've got a call to action for you, all right? If you're serious about changing your money, I want you to answer this for me. What is your plan? I want you, not in the top chat, not on the live, but in the evergreen video, as soon as I stop the live stream, I want you, all of you that watch this, I know you won't, fuck you, Danny, but I know you'll think about it. So now this is an old Italian curse. Every time you are toweling off after your shower in the morning, you're going to think about Danny D'Angelo and what is your plan for future wealth? What is your plan? Ooh, that's a curse. The only way to break the curse is to comment. Go back and find this video and comment, and then the curse will be broken. Otherwise, if you're 20 today, you'll be 45 years old, toweling off, thinking about what's your plan for future substantial generational wealth. What's your plan? Real question. I want to hear your real answer. You are cursed. You are cursed.